Hello everyone, and thank you all so much for being here. This is New Moon Acrylics and my name is Rhonda. So it's been a crazy busy week. I was really excited because I actually shipped off my first online sales painting this morning. Today's Monday and I'm a little behind in my recording, but that's okay, we'll get there. So anyway, today what I wanted to do is do a side-by-side comparison of 3 different brands of paints. There's 4 different colors, but it's the same color for each brand. So I want you to see the differences in the different brands of paints as far as the tint of the color, even though it's the same exact color according to the label. And then we're going to see what happens when we paint with those 3 brands. We're going to be doing a flip cup on all of them. So I'm excited to see what happens with this. So anyway, are you ready to paint? I'm ready to paint. So let's go create something new. Alrighty everyone, before we get started with the canvases and doing the flip cup on the canvases, I wanted to show you, and it's easier to show you this way because I only have the one camera. So I wanted to show you the different shades. So here we have the Gen Crafts, Vermillion, Deep Yellow, Cerulean Blue, Light Sap Green. And then we have Arteza, Vermilion Red, Deep Yellow, Cerulean, and Light Sap Green. And then over here we have Creative Inspirations, Vermilion, Deep Yellow, Cerulean, and Sap Green. The only difference is this one doesn't have the light sap green, or I didn't get any. So, and I didn't want to add any white to it to lighten it up, because that would just be defeating the purpose. But anyway, if you can see, the Vermilion Reds are pretty close. Look at those yellows, if you can see the difference in the yellow, and they're all deep yellow, all 3 different shades. And then we have the Cerulean Blue. One of them, this one here, is a little bit lighter. That's the Gen Crafts, Arteza, and there is the Creative Inspirations. These 2 here are pretty similar. That one's a little lighter. And then we have the 2 light sap greens. And this one here obviously is going to be a little darker because it's just a sap green. Alrighty, so this is the Arteza box that my Arteza paints came in. And this is the Gen Crafts box. I'll put the links down in the description for all these paints. Don't have a box for Creative Inspirations because they came like this in one big box. Okay, so, and yes, I did use my little wheel today. I chose red and then did a tetrad to choose the 4 colors. So I have the yellow and the green and then the blue. Well, it's a blue violet, but I just chose a different. So anyway, alrighty. Let me get you back on the tripod over there, and then we'll get these canvases ready. Alrighty, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So I went ahead and got the canvases ready. I have my paints all poured in the cups so you didn't have to sit there and be bored watching me dump paint in the cups. But they're all layered in exactly the same way. I did the red, the green, the blue, and then the yellow in every single one. And they're layered. They're not dirty pour, it's just layered. These are 5x7 canvases. So, yeah, let's get started and see what these do. So I'm going to move these tubes out of the way. Actually, I'm going to keep one of each in there so I know, because I did not write on the cups. Okay, so this one is Gen Crafts This one is Arteza, and this one is Creative Inspirations. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these dumped on here, flipped on here. And these are little 3-ounce cups that I have, and these canvases don't take quite 2 ounces of paint each, and these cups are not filled all the way. We're just going to let that sit for just a second, let the paint get down a little bit, and get the torch ready. Alrighty, so okay, let me get a stick quick. Okay. Alrighty, I'm glad I put my apron on. Alrighty, folks, so here we go. Whoop. So this is the Gen Crafts. And all of these paints, before I forget to mention, all of these paints, look how pretty that cup is. All of these paints are just Floetrol and paint. There's no water added into this. And I knew I was gonna have a little bit of brown, some people call it mudding, because I had the red and the green next to one another. But if I had put the yellow next to the red, I would have had orange. So yeah, no matter which way I flipped it, made it, it would have, it's all good though. All right, so this one here is the Arteza. Whoops, flipped up a little bit too much. Bring that back some. Flip that one up a little bit too much up there. Not used to flipping the little cups. I am already loving what I'm seeing here with the Arteza. Okay, I'm not gonna flip this one up so high. There we go, that's a better flip. And this one here is the Creative Inspirations. And I'm just doing up the corners quick while I have paint left in the cup. And these little 3-ounce cups, I just pick them up at, I want to say I got them at Dollar General. Alrighty, so there's our 3 canvases. I'm going to go ahead and tilt this one out first. It's kind of pretty actually. And I don't want to lose all that blue. And bring it back. Okay. I don't want to get that paint brand into this paint brand as I'm tilting, so let me wipe my hands. And now we're going to tilt the Arteza. I love, and I didn't torch yet for a reason. I want to see what I get just from the paint. Like I said, I did layer all those cups the same exact way. I see a little spot down there. Let's see if I can get the paint just to roll over the edge just a little bit, okay? And come back. And come over this way. All right, I'm going to stretch this back just a little bit. Okay. All right, wet my hands again. And then we'll do the creative inspirations. Okay, get the paint moving here. Creative Inspirations has some pretty cool stuff going on too. Come back this way just a little bit. And I think I'm going to leave that just like that. Just touch up that edge. That corner there. All right, now I'm going to give these a quick torch. Not that there's a lot of bubbles in it, but I want to see what kind of reaction I get. I'm actually not seeing many bubbles at all in any of them, and I just mixed this. But like I said, I didn't add water either, so let me give this a quick torch. A little bit of reaction there with the torching. Alrighty. So this one has kind of muted colors. It's still very pretty. These two here are very vibrant. And that's just the Arteza and the Creative Inspirations. And they all have, it's 2 parts Floetrol to just a little bit. I put like maybe a half of that of paint. So, yeah, it was like a ½ ounce because I have 4 colors each. I did a ½ ounce of Floetrol in each of the cups, and then did about 4 drops of each paint in the cup, and no water. Alrighty, I'm gonna bring you down so you can see the wet results. Alrighty, everybody. Here is the dry results from the Battle of the Brands. So, I think they all came out pretty cool. They all dried darker, including the Gen Crafts that was pretty muted when I first poured. But here are the dry results from the Gen Crafts, and I'm gonna try to get the light in here so you can see. That ain't working so much, but there we go. Okay. So as you can see, the colors came out a little more prominent. Let me see if I can hold it up. Maybe that'll be better. There we go. So the colors did show a little bit more with the Gen Crafts. I think it came out pretty decent, the colors. Okay, so that's the Gen Crafts. And then the next one is the Arteza. Again, it dried a little darker. But it's also a little brighter. So I'm kind of liking this one too. And then last but not least, we have the Creative Inspirations. Just look at that blue just popped in there. Very nice. So I am going to put links to all of these brands in the description. And let me know down in the comments which one you think did better and which one you would be more apt to purchase. I think they all did very well. I have used all three in all of my paintings. So I think that it is all personal preference and the type of painting you're making maybe. And like I said, with the Gen Crafts, if I had added a little more paint in with the Floetrol, the colors probably would have came out. I know they would have come out a lot brighter like these other two. So it's all a matter of budget and personal preference. They all had the same amount of paint added to the Floetrol. So if you just wanted to add a little bit more of number 1 or number 2, you'd get the results of number 3. So anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think of this little experiment, and if you would opt to purchase any of the above. Alrighty, folks. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Sharing is always good. Alrighty, everybody. Until next time, let's keep creating something new. Alrighty. Y'all have a wonderful day. Okay. Bye.